Father God, the only difference between us and them is the amount of power we have. Why can they break the moral law and get away with it, but if we do the same, we suffer the consequences? If they make a mistake, the response is simply, oops, better luck next time. If we make the same mistake, we get prosecuted to the full extent of the law. The only difference between us and them is the amount of power we have. However, that power is imaginary. While they have power that comes from money, which allows them to rent people with guns, we have people that far outnumber them. Nevertheless, among these people, no one is willing to take the bullet. I sure am not. You know why? Because they give me just enough to make sure I have something to lose and something to strive for. Hope. Yet slowly but surely, I'm no longer caring for the breadcrumbs they throw at me while blaming me for my inability to do better for myself, since when I try to and am succeeding, they find a way to sabotage me. Therefore, I've lost all hope that things will get better as long as I'm under these wicked people. And since I've lost all hope, fear followed suit. The only difference between us and them is the amount of power we have. So, Father, tell us, how do we get more power? More power to do what? To uphold your law. Yes, we don't need more power to do that, but we need it to make sure that everyone else does, since their amount of corrupt power prevents us from fully enjoying your law. How can we get rid of them without becoming like them? Because once we start using their tactics of coercion and manipulation, and we see that we can easily get what we want, why continue to follow the righteous path? Even if we dare say it'll only be a temporary measure, that's a slippery slope. They can't keep getting away with it. They cannot. And the only thing stopping us, the only thing that keeps them in power, are your rules. As long as we follow the law, they'll keep on taking advantage of those who follow the law. We have to get our power back. We must. And the only way is by telling them no. No to what they have to offer, even if we need it. However, the only way it will work is if the majority of people agree. But as I said before, most people are cowards. But only until they have nothing else left to lose. So, please, Father, can you take from them what they hold so dear, that's keeping them trapped while giving enormous amounts of power to their enemies that they deem as friends? Please, reveal to them who their friends truly are, and maybe, just maybe, they'll come to you. Or they will feel free to fully indulge in their sinful desires since they thought their friends were examples we should all strive for. And since that's what was happening behind the scenes, why not follow suit? Violence is so enticing. It's so easy, and people do get the message after wasting years of pleading and trying to show these powerful people how their selfish actions are not only damaging us, but the country and the planet. But most importantly, our future. They don't care, so why should we? Certain problems with certain people only ended when I was violent and won, or when we stopped seeing each other, and they no longer could affect my life. I can't stop seeing these people. However, the violence only occurred because I refused to bend the knee to their wicked behavior. I never threw the first punch in my life, nor will I ever, and they were trying to control me. Once they realized I could hurt them, but all this time showed mercy, they left me alone. The point being, some people only understand force. So, once again, I ask you, Father, why shouldn't we? Because we all sin in different ways. We are all wicked. Some people have the guts to do what we dream of, and we can't forget that for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Whether we like it or not, whether we accept it or not, every single action will come back to us. We are immortal beings, but our bodies won't be mortal forever. And when they stop being, we will feel the entire reaction of our actions.